Detroit Lions Pro Bowl cornerback Darius Slay, man. Welcome to the Odd Couple, brother.
What's up, man?
You mean
What's up?
big
How y'all
play?
doing? Yes,
Hey,
sir.
big play,
Yes,
Slay.
sir. Big play.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Congratulations on making the Pro Bowl. Obviously, that's something every player looks forward to. You know, how has that made you feel? And when you get that type of honor, you know, just how you feel as a professional athlete.
It makes me feel great, man. The appreciation the league showed me, the players showed me, the coaches as well. Because for me, I'm never a top 10 guy in fan vote.
Right.
So getting a lot of notoriety from players and teams and stuff that appreciate how I approach the game makes you feel a lot more appreciated.
That's even better because you get it from your peers, the ones that really know what's going on.
Right.
It's not just name recognition.
And I also think it speaks volumes when you're on a team that doesn't make the playoffs.
Right.
And it's not a good team, you know what I mean, as far as standings-wise.
Standing-wise.
And people recognize you're still good despite what's going on around you.
Right. It's like I said, it's a blessing. I go out there and try to perform at a high level every Sunday, and I do well.
But speaking of the
you guys, early in the year, and we talked about, like, you guys were in some close games.
Right.
You had some decent wins.
Remember
where
that
it looked like you guys were a good team, and then it seemed like it just kind of fell apart. What is it that you guys haven't been able to get over the hump and play consistently good football?
We just got to finish, man, as a team, as a whole, me as myself. You know, it'd be just halftime swings. It'd be swinging on their score, you know, three or 7 points on us going into halftime and receiving the ball back. Or either it's the offense going out there and not getting no points. And so it's just a whole team effort right now. And we just got to put it all together and just get to work.
Because when the start you're talking about, they let the Cardinals come back to tie them in the opener.
Right.
Even when Kansas City, they hold Patrick Mahomes to 0 touchdowns, and you don't win that game. The game against Green Bay, they're in the red zone the entire game, settle for field goals. Aaron Rodgers comes back at the end to beat you. Am I right? It was that kind of stuff.
Every time.
That kind of did you guys in. And speaking of the Lions, you know, we talk about it all the time, too. Lions have one playoff win since 1957, which seems inconceivable, which was 1991.
Did you know that?
I knew that, about 1991, but not 1957.
One playoff win.
Since 1957, which seems inconceivable when you think about the league and think about, like, where the 49ers were just a few years ago. You know what I mean? And now they're at the Super Bowl. So does that wear on you at all? Like, if you knew, like, from 91, or you just try to block it out? That's not us. Has nothing to do with the players in here. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I'll block it out. All I think about is trying to find a way to win, what I could do to help the team win. I really don't think about a lot of stuff that happened in the past because that's the past, but I'm here to try to change all that.
Rob mentioned Pat Mahomes, and you guys held him to 0 touchdowns. So what advice would you give San Francisco in – you know, you defended him as well as anybody has.
Right.
What advice would you give them?
Just take away his playmakers. They got a lot of guys that go deep. You take away his playmakers and get pressure on them, make him move a lot, and contain them.
That's easier said than done. Take away his playmakers because you got speed, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, they got so much speed. Are they the fastest group of receivers?
By far.
Okay.
By far. But on fast guys,
do you give them more? Do you, instead of 8 yards from the line of scrimmage, are you 9 back? Or if you press them, are you making sure you get them a few seconds before they get off the line?
They got fast little guys. So what we do best is put your hands on them, slow them down, and disrupt the route. But other than that, we had you have a guy like Tyreek to make sure somebody deep enough to stay over top of Tyreek and let somebody else beat you.
Help me with this. Is my biggest thing with DBs, and I don't. Oftentimes, if they get beat deep, they never look for the ball. I just don't understand how you could play a man, not look for the football, because the only thing you could do is tackle a guy in the end zone, right after he catches the ball. Is that taught, or why don't guys do it? You know, are you just supposed to, I'm just running with you, sticking with you, and then you make the catch and I tackle you, or what is the? And you hope he doesn't catch it. What is it?
Well, it's a technique we kind of use. He can play through his hands. Sometimes you're out of phase, sometimes you're in phase. A lot of times I feel like I need to be in phase because that's the best position to be in. But sometimes I'm out of phase and I make plays like that out of phase too. It's all about eye control. Where his eyes get big, the ball coming. So if you're trailing, sometimes receivers put their hands up. You stick your hand through. And, but sometimes, it can backfire. But I tend to look back for the ball because I like the ball. The ball is where the money at, and I like money.
Right.
How about the NFL, adopted the pass interference because, of what happened with the Saints, and they kind of, felt the pressure of people in New Orleans being mad that they didn't make it to the Super Bowl. Do they need to readjust that? Because it just didn't seem like it really changed. They very seldom picked up the flag, right? Whatever the call was is the call that stuck. So did they really – does the league need that rule?
I mean, I think they didn't because it ain't changed too much this year. But, I don't see too many defensive pass interference get happen to us. So it ain't do me no benefit. It only did for offense, save them touchdowns and stuff like that.
Right. Big play, Darius Slay, Detroit Lions Pro Bowl cornerback, joining the odd couple. You mentioned earlier when you made the Pro Bowl, as we said, you rarely get voted in by the fans,
right,
or if ever. So a lot of people aren't familiar with us. Tell us off the field, what do you like? What are some of your hobbies, your interests? What do you like off the field?
Well, I like playing the game. I play a lot of games. I like to play PUBG.
Like video games?
Video games.
Okay.
And
so
2K.
You one of those, you just hooked. Are you hooked?
Yeah, I'm hooked.
Okay.
And
so
then,
you play against a lot of guys in the league? Like, is there a league, almost an informal league within the league? Or?
I'm getting to that level of being good,
Oh,
but,
you ain't that good.
Them guys got too much time on their hands.
Wow.
Too much time. I ain't got that much time like that. But other than that, I attend high school games every Tuesday and Friday. Definitely down for basketball season. Football.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah, I make sure I go to a football game every Friday in Detroit.
Okay.
Showing my community service.
There's a lot of talent.
It's a lot of talent, man. It's a lot of kids that's in Detroit, man, Michigan. It's just crazy how athletic they is to be in the cold. Because a guy like me would have been born in Michigan. There's no way I'm coming out in December. And I'm from the South, so it's still kind of warm. So I was out still kind of getting better. But for these kids to be so talented in the cold weather like this, it's pretty
special.
special.
Mentioned you go to 2 high school basketball games a week. So were you a basketball player?
Yeah, I could hoop, but I wasn't that crazy good. But I was an athlete. I could play ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, I spent 22 years of my career in Detroit. I think Detroit sports fans, it's the best sports town in America.
Stop it.
I'm dead serious.
No, you might be right now.
Come
you
on,
might be right now.
I am. And do you feel a little bit like those fans have been through it this past year? They had more losses between the Lions, the Pistons, the Red Wings. Like, it was just – do you feel for the fans? And they want nothing more than to go to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's the goal, man. The fans deserve a lot down there. They're very supportive, man. They come to every game. You'll think we 3-12, and nobody won't show up, but still packing out, still cheering us on. I appreciate them a lot. That's why I go do what I do for the community, because they show a lot of support us.
It's a great town.
I hate to break it to you. He once wrote that the fans should stop going to games to protest. You know that, right?
No.
to make them do the right thing.
To make the owners do the right thing and get the right people in place. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I understand.
All right, big play, Darius Slay joined the Icon. Great stuff, man. We appreciate it. And, again, congratulations on the Pro Bowl.
Appreciate you.
Can I ask him a quick question, though, before you go? Mm-hmm. The Pro Bowl, it's, when you're out there playing, you obviously nobody wants to get hurt, right?
Right.
What speed are guys going? Would you say 30%, 40%?
Easily 30.
Right.
Yeah, easily 30. This year they kind of turned up on us at the end quick, and it was kind of funny. I was like, okay.
Did they? Okay,
they tried to turn up on it. It was a little too late. They trying to play at least at 60%.
That's a tough game to play, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I had two choices to watch reruns of the Golden Girls or watch the Pro Bowl. Which one did I pick?
The Golden Girls.
You know I did.
He's going on the Golden Girls cruise, man. Believe it or not.
I know it. I can see it.
Wow.
What's happening, y'all? It's Chris Broussard.
I'm Rob Parker.
And we are
The Odd Couple. Check us out as often as you can on YouTube.
And always remember, I'm Oscar, and he's Felix.
Oh, man. Are you serious?